Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our final session of the evening. Tonight, we're here to present to you and talk to you a little bit about high school athletics. My name is Joel Graham, and I'll be your presenter tonight. I'm an athletic director at a high school in the OCDSB. Currently working at A.Y. Jackson Secondary School. I've been in the role as athletic director and working with high school athletics for over 20 years, and I've worked at Maryville High School and Longfields-Davidson Heights Secondary School, as well as an athletic director. To clarify or to give you some insight about what we're going to do tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about what our programs involve in terms of high school athletics and how you can get involved. As a point of clarification, we get lots of questions, and on that note, the question and answer portal is open on this page, and please feel free to ask questions. The last 5 minutes of the presentation will take on as many of those questions as we can. My job is to try to give you some answers to your questions during the process of the presentation. And as a point of clarification, high school athletics, or what we're referring to tonight, is an extracurricular endeavor. Meaning there's no credit or there's no high school credit given towards these things. They are extra. They're interscholastic sports, intramural sports, and leadership programs that are meant to be an enhancement to the education, but not a requirement for graduation. And as such, there's no marks, there's no credits, there's no obligation to be part of it. My job here tonight is to encourage you to be part of it. And some of us have experience as a student within our province and our district or region as a high school athlete, and many of us don't. So I just wanted to clarify those things and make a point of them. So our idea tonight is to give you some information about ways that you can get involved extracurricularly within our school program. And again, there are different ways that you can do that. And as an athletic director, I'm encouraging people always to find a spot in their school that works for them in terms of being active and being engaged. And interscholastic sport is one part of that, but the other parts of that sometimes we don't think about are other ways that our athletic programs delivered, and those being our intramural programs, our leadership programs, as well as our better known maybe interscholastic programs. What is an intramural program? Again, it's an extra. It's not for credit, but it's a way that you, as a student, a family, a caregiver, can become involved in being active in school, to build relationships, to help make a to help make a big school feel smaller by building relationships, finding a spot where you belong. If we go back to this kind of photo, we're looking at a program of kids from all different walks of life within our school, coming together, finding a spot, being part of a bigger team, and part of that team is also our intramural program. There are opportunities to work as a leader, as well as to work as a participant within those programs. They often take place at lunch within our schools, but they also take place before and after school within our different community schools. Part of what I want to do tonight is urge you to find these things, where they're going on in your school, and finding ways to get involved. And I want to give you some tips on how to do that over the next few minutes. Leadership is also another way to get involved, whether it be organization, coaching, helping to run some of these activities. I did want to make folks aware, though, that all our different high schools within our district run some form of grade 9 transition program where we try to help our grade 9 students transition to high school. Sometimes some of our schools call them link programs, where you'll be paired up with senior students. That's job or activity or mandate is to find places for you to get involved. And athletics is one of those places. And again, there's a place for everyone, and we want to help you find that place. So something for you to be aware of. The final pillar, I guess, of our sports programs within our high schools are interscholastics. Interscholastics are also extracurricular and not curricular-based sports, but they're what we traditionally think of as a school team, a sports team. And they're teams that travel within our district and compete against other schools in various sports. And I get a lot of questions on these kinds of nights are what sports are available in our district and what's available at our schools. So to answer your question, I've given you a few resources because we're going to go through this very quickly in the next 5 minutes. But if you check the chat feature in the presentation, you'll see two different websites. One is for our National Capital Secondary School Association, NCSSAA, and it links you to the webpage, which will give you lots of information about what sports are available within our athletic association, what are the rules for being eligible, and when that they take place. So that's one resource. Within that website, you'll find when sports are offered. I've listed them here in a few different slides. Take note some of the languages used in these slides. There are junior and senior offerings for many of the sports that are offered. Junior simply means grade 9 and 10 sports teams. Senior means 11 and 12. Individual sports teams are also organized by age, and we have different ages and grades competing against each other as well as genders. Okay, so you get an idea of when our 4 different sports seasons take place and what sports may be available to you in your school. Not all schools offer all sports. Different population sizes of schools, different facilities within schools, different availability to coaches and equipment dictates what's offered. But this gives you an idea of what's offered within our district. And for things to be offered in our district, they're also offered within our umbrella organization, which is a provincial organization, which you may have heard of, called OFSA, which is Ontario Federation of Secondary School Athletics. Right, so that gives you some ideas over about what sports are offered. I often get the question in the chat as well, how do I know what's offered at my school? So some different ways that you can find that out. I have 3 different ways to maybe help you find out at your prospective schools what's offered and what might be available. The first one is kind of a workaround, is to use the website that I posted, fatdog.ca. This is a scoring website, so www.fatdog.ca. The link is in the chat. This shows the standings for various sports. And if you navigate through that website, you can see what sports have been offered to date this year. You can move it back to other years, and you can see what schools were entered into the various leagues. So if you're looking for a specific school, if you look for a specific sport, maybe junior girls basketball, you can look on that league and you can see all the different teams that were in the league, and you can answer, well, there's a school I'm interested in. There's my home school. Do they offer basketball? Oh, they were. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is to look around at your individual schools' electronic resources, web pages, to see what's available. You'll want to navigate towards athletics, sports offerings, and you'll be able to find that. If you're unable to find that information in those different places, your third resource is to find out and reach out to the athletic director in your school. Okay, so that's someone like me. To ask specific questions about what's available within schools. As you can see, in terms of sports and intramural programs, some things happen right away in September, but many sports happen later on in the year, which gives some students some time to navigate and get their feet under the ground before they're finding out, and getting involved in sports. At this time, I think we're running out of time with about 5 minutes left. Let's take a few questions from the chat, and hopefully we can address some of your specific questions as it relates to athletics. Okay, so our presentation is based only on secondary school athletics. Our secondary school athletics are under a different umbrella than our intermediate or middle school. So unfortunately tonight we're gearing towards high school athletics in this presentation. Badminton is a sport that's offered within our district. It's offered as an individual sport. However, there's some doubles, mixed doubles badminton, and some team competition within that. Again, not offered per se at every sport, but it is a really well prescribed and popular sport. Many of our schools offer it in terms of badminton. Yeah, there are specific questions. please answer them into the chat. If you have no further questions, then at this time, I have no further information, but I'm happy to stick around for a few minutes to answer any questions you might have, and you can just answer them into the chat. Okay, well, thank you for your time, and good luck in your endeavors next year. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your home school, and look forward to seeing you in the courts and fields. Thank you, and have a great night.